everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome to another episode of OrgelCraft in the rain. Hope you guys are all having a great day today. Today, I want to keep working on Clocktower Street. We got this started in the last episode. We were working on the 4 wide angled houses. And today I would like to get the 5 wide houses in, and I would also like to hopefully get the other side of the street built up. And saying that, I actually want to start figuring out exactly where I want things to go. So let's do a little of that right now. Let's see, that, and that. There we go. That's going to be a 5. Then this is going to be a 4. Yeah, so we're going to be working on houses today, but I do have a couple more projects that I am thinking about. Let's see here. I'm supposed to go here. And we have this one. You know what? I'm going to adjust this a little bit. And I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that. Let's see here. So I guess what we want to do is maybe go like that, but we're going to have to adjust how that goes. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I have a couple more things that I'm thinking about doing. Not things that we're going to be finishing in this episode, for sure. But a couple of things, kind of a little bit of prep work for a future project. I'm thinking I'd maybe like to try doing another interior over in the town. I don't currently have anything in mind. I know that this is going to be like a little smelter / bakery, but I don't have any ideas for that at the moment. So I'm putting this in the back of my head that that's what I'm going to work on, but we got lots of other shops in here that need to get interiors. One of them is a library. We also, at the end of this episode, we need to do another map. My goal was every 5 episodes, but I didn't feel like we had made enough progress at the end of episode 22. So, hoping that we can get all of the town in and get the roofs on. I've had a brainstorm on this too, which I'm hoping will come together. So yeah, little things here and there, but mostly lots of building, and it's nighttime, so we can finally make the rain go away, so that's good. Castle does look nice in the rain. The only thing that concerns me is it's probably snowing up there. Ah, there we go. All right. There's probably snow up on top of the boat. I hear you guys. Yes, I do. All right, so let me get to work here, kind of laying out the foundation for the houses, and I'm going to get the 4 wide built up, because we did that last time. So there's nothing too new that I'm going to do with any of those, and then I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. Welcome back, everyone. So yeah, 2 more houses done here, and I'm really happy with how both of them turned out. I'm trying to get farther back so you can see a little bit better. Yeah, so went with the stripped, warped stems, I guess they're called. I want to call them wood. They look like wood. But yeah, I really like this color. I think it's a really good mix. And then used mushroom stems here, which we've used on this building over here. And I really like this texture for these buildings. It almost kind of gives you a little bit of a stucco look to it. And I think it also blends really well with the other colors. So we've got that with the warped here, and then made it a little bit more prominent in this building. I got the idea to use stripped acacia logs through here, and then a little bit with the stairs as well. And I think both of these colors work really, really nice. I've been working on these. One of the things that I absolutely love about this project is that everything in this town is so colorful, because most of the buildings are painted. And so, you know, if you're doing, a Minecraft village, typically you want to avoid the bright colors, but with this particular style, it's really nice to be able to use some different colors, and you get to really play with a bigger color palette, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. and really finding what stuff works together. As I was working on this, I was like, I want something that has a nice white color to it, but I don't at all want to go with like concrete or concrete powder or anything like that. So I settled on this, and I really like this. Let me say, though, I do not recommend building with mushroom stems because they are a pain to gather. I had like half a stack when I started working on this, and I'm like, I'm going to need more. So I went and cleared about 3 stacks worth of stems. It took quite a while because you maybe get, depending on how tall the mushrooms are, 5 or 6 blocks per mushroom. So, yeah, but it definitely has a nice texture if you use it. If you use it sparingly, maybe don't design a castle with anything. The other thing that I don't like about working with this is, one, you need Silk Touch, which is not that big of a deal. Except I keep forgetting that my axe does not have Silk Touch. I made a Silk Touch one so I could get it. But then as you're working with it, anytime you put a block next to it, it does this to the texture. And so if you end up, putting a temporary block, then you have to, rebuild a decent portion of it to get everything going. But I think it's looking good. I haven't done a ton of detail with these yet. But yeah, as you can see, we guys kind of kept the same design, and I'm trying, my goal with this street is not to have any 2 houses be exactly the same palette. I think I have a couple around here that might be the same. Let's see. Actually, no, I don't think I've repeated any block palette. This one might be a repeat. The birch and the the birch and the crimson is a repeat, but that's okay. Anyway, so let's move on and let's work on a 5 wide. And I want to start with this one here. Now, as I was kind of thinking about this, I think that I want to actually do 1, 3, and 1. And I don't know, maybe that's cheating and making it too easy. But let's go up 3 here, and then we'll do 3 here. And then I'm going to need another 3 here with what I want to do. And I haven't decided if I want to strip this or leave it. So I'm going to leave it for the moment. And then what I want to do here is I want to do upside down stairs, which I'm going to need some temporary blocks here to do that. If we can place them correctly. 2 and 3. So far, everything on this side of the street is really, really bright, and so I wanted to do something that would have a nice contrast. And I like this, and I think at least for right now, I'm going to stick with just the regular logs. Not going to go ahead and strip them at all. So then, if we come across, first of all, let's do one of those. Let's see, and we'll need this above the door. Oh, I have an idea. Hang on. Anyway, let's see. So let's do, and then let's bring this across like that. And that's gonna go right there. And then I do want to have a little bit of a contrast in this because I don't want the whole thing to be just all dark oak. That's gonna get a little overwhelming. But maybe what we could do is we could put a birch. No, I don't like that. What about maybe a spruce? Do I have any spruce stairs? I do not. Let's make a couple of those up real quick. And if this doesn't work, then we'll just keep with the dark oak. Yep, I think we're going to stick with dark oak here. All right, and then what I think I do want to do for the next layer... Well, actually, there's a couple of things I want to do. How to go about doing this? Let's take the birch here. I want to actually have this come forward so that this part of the building actually sticks out a little bit. So then, let's see, how does that look? Yeah, that looks good. All right, so then let's maybe continue the dark oak up, if I can get up here. And what happened to my scaffolding? Okay, so then let's continue. Let's go 1, 2, 3. I think we'll keep the same height, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3 here. And then I have to figure out what we're going to do to cross in front, because I think I want to break up the dark oak a little bit. Let's try a little bit of stripped birch and see how that looks here, and I don't need that. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, and this makes it come forward a little bit. It's a little bit difficult with this, but I think that's okay. All right, so then we got to figure out a window up there. I'm trying to decide if I want to use blocks or panes. Panes give you depth, but blocks allow you to work the angle a little bit more. Well, you know what? Let's just try it and see what we come up with here. So I'm leaning towards blocks, so let's try blocks. And then, you know what we could do? We could actually continue the... I'm going to need to fill that in. But maybe what we could do is continue the upside down stairs from the bottom. Yes! Yes, 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 I like that. And it gives us our little bit of depth up there. I want to try panes. I want to try it. We'll see how it works. The problem is I'm going to have to curve the corner, which is fine. I wish there was a way to... Oh, what if... I don't think I can get there. What if we brought this... Yeah, no, it's because there's that gap there. That's not going to work. Okay. How does this look, though? Yeah, we're definitely going to go with panes, even though... I wonder if I could put something there that would connect that. I wonder... Probably won't connect to a trapdoor. Well, here, let's test that. If I were to put a trapdoor... Oh, it does! Oh, I think we have our solution. So what we can do is fall off the scaffolding. Climb! Alright, so we're going to take this here, and then we're going to do... let's see here. I can't decide if I want to take that all the way down. I'm also not sure that that's the one that I want there. I don't think I want it at the bottom, and I think I might want spruce instead. So say, where's my spruce wood? Like that? Yes. And oak trapdoors have... Yeah, they have holes in them. Yeah. I know this is adding yet another color, but I guess we're only really working with two. 2 colors? I guess technically we have 3. All right, so that, and that, and that, and that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah. And I definitely want to leave this open. Oh, I love it. Yes. This worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to. All right, let's stick a door in here. There we go. And we're going to need a front porch. We'll deal more with that when we get to the details. But yeah, I like how this looks. Yeah, and I think maybe this, the 1, 3, and 1 might be the way to go. I'll experiment with some other things as we go along, but I think we have a good template for this. I'm going to duplicate this on the back. I might simplify it on the back a little bit. We might just go with planks instead of stairs here. But yeah, I really like how this turns out. It's a really nice contrast between the brighter colors and the white. So this is good. So I'm going to need, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more of those. So, ooh, we're going to need more logs back here. Or do we? I haven't decided what I'm doing with the interior walls. I think we'll probably just bring it up like this. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Yeah, it does make me wonder what I'm going to do here, though. Because I hadn't really thought about an interior wall, but maybe we'll just go with... Let's see what happens if we just transition to planks. Up there, if I can climb the scaffolding. So if we go planks there, how's that look? Yeah, I think that's good, and that kind of shows that it transitions from the support to the actual wall. I don't know if I want to keep the stairs going. I don't think so. I think I want to go with something simpler for the second floor. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to get to work on the others, and in the meantime, I want to take a look at starting one of those other projects. Welcome back to the Nether. Now, when I was looking for the spot for the Season 2 part of the world, I really wanted to try to find a place where we had a basalt delta, and there's a very specific reason for that. And we did get lucky because there is one around here that is fairly close. I do need to find it. It's really hard to find here, but I believe... if we sneak around here it is. Okay, yes. So here is this basalt delta. Now, I don't quite know how big this is. But I think it's a decent size, but it kind of goes into a wall here. So we need to do a little bit of exploring. But the reason for choosing a basalt delta for this part of the season was because... if you look at the particles, we have this ash that is drifting through. But if you take away the nether aspect, what else does it look like? It looks like snow. And I thought this would be a really, really cool way to showcase... a very prominent element in Frozen. And I don't know if... I know I've talked about this before, but it's been a long time. But when I started this, I planned to build not 1, but 2 castles. And so now that the exterior of the Arendelle castle is done, I'm ready to start thinking about Elsa's Ice Palace, which we are going to build in the Nether, in a basalt delta, particularly in that basalt delta. So what we actually need to do is come up here to the nether roof and try to get an idea of where this basalt delta is. Now, there's the Soul Sand Valley. And Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where this is in relationship to the lower portal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way around up here. I'm going to find this basalt delta, and I'm going to try to mark out roughly where the region is. So I have gotten a rough outline of our Soul Sand Valley here. I've only gone so far because I don't really need to necessarily get all of it. Because what I'm trying to do right now is figure out approximately where this is. Because what we actually need to do is we need to clear a large portion of the nether down below us. So I kind of wanted to get an idea for where would be a good place to build the castle. I want to make sure that it's far enough in that you don't really pick up any of the other biomes. And I'm not quite sure. It's not going to be anywhere near as big as the Arendelle castle. But it definitely is going to be a decent size, and so I need a decent amount of space cleared. So I think what we're going to do is, let's maybe say, I'm going to put it so that I can just barely see the edges of the carpet here, and I think we're going to go right here. So what do we got? Let's grab a nice number here. So how about 900 and 550? I'm going to use that as a center point, and let's see if we can find that down below. So there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is it really does open up down here. The bad news is there's a massive lava lake in the middle of where I want to build. So, yeah, not quite sure how I want to approach this. I do need to check some levels, because maybe we can just build above and we don't even have to touch this lower level. But I'll have to check and see the height on that and all of that. Regardless, I'm going to set up a beacon somewhere in this area, and yeah, expect that a lot of upcoming streams are probably going to be clearing an area here in the Nether, where we can eventually build Elsa's Ice Palace. Yeah, definitely have my work cut out for me here, and I knew that was going to be coming when I took that on, but just thought I would show you guys what we have down here in the Nether. Welcome back, everyone. We have a complete street. Sort of. Yeah, so I've got all of the other 5 wide buildings in. So kept going with this whole idea of the door to nowhere. I really like how that kind of works out the shape. But yeah, so we've got that one. We've got this one here. And then this one down at the end. Now, I'm not really sure about the glass here. It's a little bit of a mess. So I might have to redo that once we get the roof on. For now, I'm leaving it. And we'll just see where it goes. I'm looking at this one over here, and I see, like, the full pillar there. But, yeah. Yeah. I think that's probably gonna have to go. I don't know. Anyway, I'm really happy with how all these are looking. Obviously, there's still lots of detail work that needs to be done. I've been just trying to do the words are failing me. It's late and I'm tired. Yeah, just trying to get the main structure of all of the buildings in place. But yeah, you know, I really like how this feels. I think you get a good feel, you know, of all the different individual buildings here. They're all the same, and yet they're all very unique between their colors and, you know, the accents. Yeah, I'm liking it. So, roofs. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna start building. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start building. I think I might start over here with a blank canvas and see how it goes. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Guys, I think I got it. So that's what we've got here on the front. I really like the shape of this. I feel like it fits the roof. Wasn't too difficult to work out. I did make some changes here. What I started with doing was I simply extended the lines that came off, and that mostly worked, and then there was just a couple of places they needed a little bit of a tweak, and I feel like this is the right shape. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to continue to translate to the other roofs, obviously, because this is a 5 and this is 4. So we're going to have to alternate. But I think I've got the right idea with this. The height looks good. I had to do it a little bit different. Essentially, it's 1.5 blocks tall, so it's a half slab on the back. Now, the back I haven't fixed yet because I was playing around with the front. That needs a little bit of work still. But I thought I would bring you guys back and show you a little bit of progress, put a little accent up there. I wasn't quite sure what needed to happen here because you could see the black stone behind, and so I just extended this this cross beam here and then put a little fence post up there for support, so because obviously it breaks the line going up there a little bit, but I think that works, and that support there, the fence as like a support, kind of makes sense from like a structural standpoint. Obviously, we're working with some difficult angles here, but I think this is it, and I think we're going to be able to carry this idea all the way across for the rest of them. So now the only problem is it is late and I am tired, and I don't know how many more of these I'm going to be able to get done before I need to start editing this episode, but I will do what I can, and then I will bring you guys back to wrap up the episode. Oh, and we still got to do the maps. We will definitely make sure we do that. All right, let me get to work. Welcome back, everyone. This street has all of its buildings, at least the shape and the roofs are finished, and I'm really happy with how all of this has turned out. I really like the shape of everything. I think things are looking good, and you walk down the street and it feels normal. Apparently this door is open. Yeah, no, I think the angles worked really well. This was definitely a challenge, but you know, when you walk down here, I think you get a good feel of all the different houses built right up against one another's. Built right up against one another. Talking is difficult sometimes. Yeah. So we've got everything finished up to the roofs. I definitely had a challenge with some of them, like this one here, with the fact that I made the upper level come out a little bit, really made a challenge for the shape of the roof, but I think we were able to pull it off pretty well. Now, obviously, there's still a ton of detailing work that needs to go in. Every house that I built for this episode, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, still all have to be detailed. So that's something I'll be working on between episodes, possibly on stream. But yeah, so I'm liking this. Our village is really taking shape, and I'm excited to keep working on this. I feel like this is really starting to turn into it's starting to feel like a town. You know, we have our market square, but now we have another street finished. Obviously, we have the clock tower that we still need to build. We have this little row of houses over here. We have our stave church that we built a few episodes back. And then, yeah, just a few other small buildings here and there in this area. And that's going to be this part of the town done. Yeah, and then we've got Hill Street over here. We've got some other houses over here. There's a larger building that goes in this area. Plus, then we have all of the wharf houses that we will have to build at some point. We still have a lot of terraforming to do over here. But things are coming along. I'm happy with the progress that we're making. I realized this is episode 25. This would have been the halfway point for season 1. I don't think this season is going to end at 50 episodes. I think it's going to be a little bit longer than that. But that is okay. Did not get to an interior for this. I've actually had a couple of ideas for some different things. I just didn't have time. But I do want to show you, before we finish off, I did get the map done, and our castle doesn't fit. So we may have to expand our map area in the future, or maybe pick and choose what we want to actually include on this. But so here we go, episode 25, and yeah, and you can see just how far we've come from the outline of the town and just the startings of the wall to starting the castle to a much more built up town and a finished castle. So I am liking how things are going. So I think that's going to do it for this episode. If you guys have enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, I would encourage you to subscribe and make sure you click that little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest posts. Be sure to follow me on social media, and I hope to see you on Wednesday nights for our live stream, 9:30 Eastern. Thanks for watching. See you real soon.